What's up everyone, True Blue here with more Pokemon Unite. I said I was going to make more content last time, and here we are. This is a top 10 of Pokemon I want to see be added into Pokemon Unite. There's one from each generation, and Gen 3 and 5 have an extra, so it could be a top 10. No clickbait here, it's actually the top 10. There is no real order. I just like these Pokemon, I think they'd be cool in the game. But besides that, quick intro aside, if you want to see more of this kind of content, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, on with the video. So for Generation 1, I would love to see Vileplume. I think it's a very solid 3-stage Pokemon. I just like Vileplume. And in the game, it could have a lot of, like, spore-based moves, like area moves. It could be really good support Pokemon, is what I'm trying to get at. It could, shoot out, like, a ton of poison powders or spores everywhere, and that would cause damage, or it could cause buffs in a range, or just a general, just like every move's an area-based move, and it's support in that sense, as it can protect others, help itself, whatever the case. I think Vileplume would just be really solid all around. The pre-evolutions also would vary a lot, and like Oddish would play pretty different from Vileplume, and I think it would be a good way to lead into the build-up of having this nice range of coverage in terms of your moveset and how you go about using it. For its Unite move, it could just be one giant, like, poison powder or something. I don't know. Honestly, Vileplume was like the only Gen 1 Pokemon that was like might be a bit more interesting than literally anything else, except maybe Electrode. He'd be stupid. Yeah, Vileplume would be cool. In our Generation 2 category, we have Donphan, the evolution of Phanpy. It would just be cool. I like Phanpy, he's adorable. Donphan's a really cool Pokemon. And, if you've seen them in the anime, you would know that they roll around a lot. They ball up, kind of like Sonic. And I think it'd be cool if we could get a more, just charging in playstyle where it's more in your face and it's less of Pokemon just attacking and more of just a rush. And, he could be a bit chunky. He could just be like a standard in terms of stats and just all that. But if he could be a top tier, I'm telling you, like, you could give him a bit of chunk and then just make him rush. He could do a lot of chip damage. I think that would be his playstyle. He would more chip down opponents with his moves. He could have like rollout. I don't really remember the moves he can. I don't even think he can learn rollout now that I think about it. But Donphan has a pretty unique moveset, and I think, if you've watched any Donphan in the anime, their battle style is pretty unique, and I would love to see that be some way represented in the games with a unique play style of rushing with just the body, and you're just going in there, you're getting attacked, but you're making a cause, and that cause will be just. Starting off Generation 3, we have our adorable little water molecule, Castform. I think it'd be cool if he had some way of setting up weather and representing that side of Pokemon battles, because I think it'd be cool if maybe different parts of the environment could cause Castform to switch forms. Maybe Pokemon moves might affect him in switching forms. I don't know how, but I think it'd be cool if you could mess around with Castform, his forms that would change his stats, maybe make him a bit more tanky, maybe you'd make him die quicker but do more damage. It would be cool if he had some way of changing it on his own. Maybe you could teach him a single move that would set up the sun, set up the rain, set up snow, or, well, hail, I guess. It'd be cool if Castform could really mess around with just the mechanics of the game and use it into a more advantage situation. It could be a good character for coming back from battles, less than just being good all around. I think it'd be good for messing with opponents. It might allow for certain Pokemon that are a bit stronger to have a tougher time with Pokemon because they gotta adapt to it while it adapts to them, and it'll be a nice cat and mouse situation, if you will. Now, I did say starting off Generation 3 of Castform, so for our first extra Pokemon and our second Gen 3 Pokemon, we have Claydol. This kind of goes back to Donphan, but a different sidle rotation. Claydol and Baltoy are both known for like rapid spin, spinning around, going everywhere. If you've ever played with Beyblades, I think you know where I'm going with this. I'm saying you let it rip with Claydol, and you can make him go bouncing around. Kirby's like tornado ability, I think that's what it's called, where you like, you know, he just becomes a tornado, he's spinning around everywhere. That, but a Pokemon in Pokemon Unite. I think it would be cool if Claydol had this playstyle kind of like Donphan in the sense, but at the same time it would be, you know, he's just spinning uncontrollably. You press a button and then you gotta pray. Maybe his Unite move is like the only one you can control, so it's like it's unique in the sense, and it could be really good. I think it would just be a lot of fun to just have Claydol in the game, because he would be the ultimate troll, and like just so much fun to just troll everyone and just hop around the map uncontrollably. And it's like, you know, he could use a few moves that are good, but you know, I think it'd just be fun to just, you know, play pinball, but not play pinball. Okay, so for Generation 4, we have Arceus, Arceus, the god of Pokemon. Now, you know, we only have Zeraora representing, you know, that branch of the Pokemon world, and I think Arceus, however you say his name, I think he deserves a slot because one, you know, he's just like, it's the god of, it's, you know, god of Pokemon, you gotta put him in the game, kind of makes sense. At the same time, I think it would just be really cool if you just had freaking, you know, you had goddamn Wigglytuff, and then this majestic creature, and it might have some kind of type gimmick or something. You might be able to like mess with the types. There's no real advantage to types in this game at the moment, but I mean, you could try something. Maybe you could just have a move where he could just take another opponent's move or something, or he could have a Unite move that isn't actually his. It could be someone else's that he's using. I don't know. He's the god of Pokemon. Do whatever you want with him. I'm just saying, I think it would just be funny seeing that, and then like a Cramorant, Wigglytuff, Pikachu on the same team. So, starting off Gen 5, we have Stunfisk. This is my most wanted Pokemon by far, because I just love the idea of a more trap-based character, and in the sense of, you know, what if he just blends in with the ground? You can just walk over him, then you could attack or something. I don't know. He could be a good, like, you know, let me protect my area with a Stunfisk, because that would be, you know, his playstyle. He'd be more in the, let me protect something, then let me go murder. It would be fun in the sense that he could just absolutely wreck something if they fall into the trap. He could just be a really good setup for maybe buffs or not buffs. I don't know what you call those, like negative effects. But I just would love to see the flattest Pokemon in this game, because I would just find it so funny if like his model was just non-existent and he was just kind of like a static image, honestly, just moving around the screen. Because let's be honest, I don't know what else they could really do with Stunfisk. And the reason this is a top 10, we have the second Gen 5 Pokemon, Zoroark. So my plan for Zoroark is like the most complicated one here. Probably also the most busted. But I would think what Zoroark could do is that team, you know, the team Zoroark's on, they know that that's Zoroark, you know, they know it makes sense, whatever. The opposite team would think, okay, that's not Zoroark, that's, you know, say the team is Charizard, Venusaur, Pikachu, Cramorant, and Zoroark. Zoroark would be disguised as like Gardevoir or something, and that's what the team would think going in when they see it. But to us, we know it's Zoroark, and it could have Zoroark's moves, you know, it would be a good way to mess with people. They expect to fight a Snorlax, actually it's a Zoroark. And I think it would be really cool in the sense that you just couldn't trust anything at that point. Any moment that team's using Zoroark, you have no clue, you gotta be careful, you need to make sure, you know, you're prepared, and I think it really puts an edge in the sense in Pokemon Unite, and it really adds a bit of like just like, okay, I'm ready, you know, like gives you motivation, it puts you on edge, makes you ready for everything. And I think, you know, I just want my blood boiling when I'm playing my Pokemon mobile games, you know? Now, okay, this one, I feel every MOBA player is gonna despise me, and everyone who's seen Hoopa and the Clash of Ages, is that what it's called? Also is gonna hate me. For Gen 6, I put Hoopa. It could be the big, actually good form, or the adorable, marketable form. I would say the marketable form. And I think Hoopa's ability, you know, if you've played ORS, you know there's a ton of Hoopa rings everywhere. You gotta go through and you fight a legendary. Or if you've seen the movie, that beast of a movie, you would see all of those rings summoning legendaries. I think it'd be cool if basically Hoopa was the beacons from Splatoon, but just that's his gimmick. He could place, you know, 2 rings and act as a portal. It could be used once. Maybe it could be like, okay, I died, respawn, let me go somewhere. Or, you know, he could have a lot of psychic moves, and it could be based on, you know, he could use his rings to like teleport your opponent somewhere random on the map, or I don't know. I think he would just be really cool because, you know, if you were to team it up with some of the other choices I have, it would just switch up this game, and it would just put you on edge like Zoroark, or it would just be stupid like Stunfisk. And I like Hoopa. He's adorable. The movie sucked, but I still found him cute. Also, I just want to piss off literally everyone with this choice. And myself, because honestly, it sounds more annoying the more I think about it. For Generation 7, we have Turtonator. Now, out of all the Pokemon in Gen 7, I couldn't find any of them that could be, you know, unique. They'd be pretty simple and wouldn't be too unique in terms of playstyle. I'm looking for characters that might be able to spice up a team and have some cool combination, you know, good attacker, good defender. I think Turtonator would honestly be a really good like defending Pokemon. You know, its whole shield thing, it might have like its ability, you know, it does a bit of chip damage if you hit its backside. You know, something simple like that, but I think it'd be really effective. And Turtonator, I think, would just be a really good chunky Pokemon to add to rival that of Snorlax, because his gimmick in the games, I think, perfectly makes a defending Pokemon in Unite. Again, I'm not good at MOBA, I don't understand it that well, but I think Turtonator would really represent, you know, the whole being a tank class well, and that's why I want him in the game, because I think a really good tank, like a Turtonator Pokemon, would just be cool, and I just would like to see it. Also, I'd rather not have to deal with Snorlax every round as someone's tank. Last but not least, we have Generation 8 with Dragapult. So now for Dragapult, there's 2 ways we could go about this. Either one, you know, he's shooting his kids, maybe his Unite move, or just one of his moves he gets later on. It becomes a computer Dreepy that goes around and helps you a bit. It could be very weak and then easily killed. Or it could be he can only do it and has a long recharge but high damage, like his signature move in the games where he's shooting out his little Dreepy. I think Dragapult could just he has so much to him because you're working with extra Pokemon. You're not working with just this Pokemon, these moves make something. No, you're working with Dragapult, 2 Dreepy, or what's the middle I feel like Cloak, I don't know, something like that. That one has a single Dreepy, and then you have Dreepy himself. And I think it would be really good progressing into an overpowered pseudo like a Garchomp, and I think it would just be a lot of fun having, you know, a more micromanagement based Pokemon. Think of like Pikmin or Rosalina and Luma in Smash. I think it'd be cool to have one of those types of characters in the game, because to my knowledge of MOBAs, that's not really a common thing, but a few MOBAs have something like that. So, but in Pokemon Unite. Could you tell that this was my first time doing a top 10 or trying to fit so many damn things into one good length video that's not too long but not too short? Whew. Hopefully that came out good. And if you enjoyed this thing, you know, like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to find more top 5s, top 10s, whatever, just tell me what you want to see and I'll make it. Also, check out my other Pokemon Unite video, where it was just me basically shitting on the game. It was fun to make, and if you want to see that, go ahead. My friends really enjoyed that one, so watch it. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to share, subscribe, and you know, I don't know, I think this might be my last Pokemon Unite content for now. I don't know if I'll make more. I probably won't. We don't want to milk the game. I just want to talk about it for a bit. But yeah, Pokemon Unite. Go play it. It's free to play. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to share, subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Oh, and have a lovely day, everyone.